So this morning's walk has started us out in the woods, which is very nice because it's a clear blue sky up there. You can see the sun on the trees in the distance over there. Yeah, I mean, it's the first day in 2 weeks, since the first day we started in Spain, that we're starting in the sun and with clear skies. So it's been rather crazy weather. Cloudy, overcast, thunderstorms, overcast, thunderstorms, cloudy, rainy. It's just been crazy. Sitting under these awesome trees here in Arzua at the Cafe Os Casqueros. And we've actually come to this cafe every single time we've been here. It's always been the same gentleman serving, but usually that's in the evening time. It's really not even lunchtime, it's really late breakfast, really brunch. So of course we're having a beer and empanada, but you had to stop. Well, we take a look back, haven't done one of these shots in a few days actually, I think. And that's Arzua back there. It's hard to believe that, like, you know, half an hour ago we were right in the center of that town drinking beer. It was good. Now it's hot. Another long-standing Camino tradition is to drink a beer here. It's a local beer called Peregrina. Actually last year it was a different beer, I don't know why, but they also have beer bottle trees, and you just write on them. You drink your beer, you write something on it, a little quote, a little whatever. Anyway, that's mine. I get to drink it first though. We haven't had a good meal like this in a few days. Well, probably a few weeks actually. But this albergue is probably one of the nicest ones I've been to in a long time. It's 13 euros, but it's a wonderful bar. And now dinner. But, you know, well, I guess it's all technically dinner, but this is the main meal. You don't need another view of the place. Somehow, I don't remember these big, huge walls. I think I don't know if they're dirt or rock or, look, it's dirt. Yeah, they're big dirt walls. Look at this tree up here growing right out of the side of it. And they're like 12 feet high walls. That's pretty wild. So up a little farther and you can see the tree sticking out of the wall down there. Yeah, they're actually made out of stone. So maybe they collapsed. It's very possible, Rob. You know, that's kind of what it looks like, because that's definitely a stone wall. And then it looks like collapse. Traditionally, this spot right here is nice and cool and covered in trees. And we just came by the airport, which is right back there, which of course you can't see behind the trees. But they're building something, so not a whole lot of shade to be had by this neat rock, which at least they haven't moved it. Anyway, Santiago's off in the distance. Yes, first the Oreo marketing got me, then the M&M's marketing. Now we have the Kit Kat marketing. Let's hope it tastes better than the others. Not that they're all really good, but the Oreo is the closest one that tastes, you know, like an Oreo. We also haven't shown you hydrangeas in a while. These are some really pretty ones here. And they're Monte de Gozo, which there's a park Monte de Gozo, and then there's the mountain Monte de Gozo. And from the top of the mountain is where pilgrims get their first view of the cathedral. So it's really hard to see these days with everything that's built in between. What really stinks though is there's this property of 30 buildings that is part of the park. Wonderful swimming pool, but 30 buildings that are, you know, 3 of them are being used as an albergue, the rest of them are being used for nothing. You know, 25 years ago, I guess it was built, and it was a huge sprawling thing that had everything, bars and restaurants. And now it's sitting in shambles. It's very unfortunate. Though it gives us a cheap place to stay for only 6 euros. And the pool is free for anyone. Like, you can just drive your car. Like, that's where that guy's going. The only way to go is up to the pool. Pilgrims are starting to make their way in this morning into the Plaza Obradoiro for the first time in, wow, 5 years I think it is, in front of the cathedral. It's almost done. They've been restoring it for years. It's the first time you can actually see both the spires. It's pretty cool. Just taking a quick tour of Santiago. We're not going to go inside right now. We were inside it once before. We had a special Compostela a few years back. Yeah, with Nicola when we came. It's like once every 800-year Compostela for St. Francis of Assisi. So we're going to say goodbye to the good old hospederia, San Martin Canario, which is actually just part of what is a seminary. And it's right across from the cathedral. That's why I love staying here. 2 reasons I love staying here. You get your own room, even though it's little, and it's way up there at the top, and it doesn't have air conditioning, but you have your own room, your own bathroom, and you get free breakfast. Beautiful morning here in the Plaza Obradoiro. Pilgrims are starting to make their way in this morning, just like I did yesterday. Take one last look at the cathedral. We'll be back in about 6 days, and then we're headed out of here. Oh, we didn't stay here this time, but we did have the free lunch, which was, again, spectacular. Met a nice girl from Seattle who's moving to Argentina. She just graduated from the University of Washington. Anyway, that's the way we're headed, off to Finisterre. This is an awesome bridge. I've always liked this bridge. There's lots of cool bridges, but this one, yeah, I don't know. It's just dang cool. We got rocks, we got water, there's a pump house over there. It's just a neat little old place. Look, this little old town over here on the other side, and that old chapel right there. Yeah. This is like the Camino 1,000 years ago, this little town. Getting a little bit of a late start. Well, late start for us as we leave Negrera here. We have about, well, 2 days or 3 days. All depends on how the ankle feels. I know, I keep talking about my stupid ankle, but it's still there, and it's still not sure what it wants to do from day to day. But this is one of my coolest exits of a city in a while. I mean, yeah, in like 2 days, but it's cool. It's this wall, this gate to the city, and then there's this house over here that's like, yeah, this is the kind of place in Spain that Rob would just love to own somehow. How does that happen? It's some nice hydrangeas too. Haven't seen those in a couple days. Well, I haven't. As we're leaving Negrera, you see some of these ruins, nice stone walls, and then the entrance to the church is actually pretty neat. I'm not gonna walk all the way down there right now because I can't go inside. I can tell, but it's pretty cool. Take one last look back at Negrera before we leave. Yeah, it's a beautiful morning. So on our walk to Finisterre today, this is one of our 2 chapels that we'll see. I don't think it's open, but there's actually, yeah, 2 within 5 kilometers of each other. Chances are it's locked, but I have no idea what that says. Something about 8th of September. But yeah, definitely not open. So we're not going inside. That's the second little chapel here along the Camino to Finisterre. Yeah, this is our last full walking day. When we got on the plane on May 22nd, bound for Europe, this is the site that we were dreaming of. We're finally here. It's Finisterre. And back behind the city over there in the background, which you really can't see because it's really hazy, is the Atlantic Ocean. Beautiful day here in Finisterre, however you want to say it. Finisterre is the way the locals say it. But this is one of the 5 beaches here. I forget the name of it, but it's the dangerous beach because the waves, it's incredible. Just so you know, I didn't coin the phrase dangerous beach. They just say it's a dangerous beach because of the waves, and there's no lifeguards. Welcome to day 41. This is extra special bonus footage day. We're in Finisterre, but we haven't gone to the lighthouse yet. We will do that tonight. But what we decided to do is take a walk to Murcia. We're not carrying our backpack. We're just gonna go there and take a bus back. It's about 17 to 18 miles, but it should be better without our pack. And we haven't been there in about 6 years. We only went there the very first year with the good old gang of Ryan and Nick. And we had a nice walk in 2 days. I'm gonna do it in 1. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. I don't remember much of it. I remember one thing, and when I get to that point, I might try to recreate it just because you've never seen it before. Anyway, it's a nice, cool, cloudy morning. We've come to the one place that we remember from doing this 6 years ago. And you've seen it in guidebooks, you see it on posters on walls. This is the way you used to have to go to get across this stream right here on those rocks. Occasionally when the water's high, you'd be pretty deep underwater. They've now built this wonderful bridge. This actually was brand new the year we came. But of course Rob was like, hey, I want to do the original. So I went down there and across the rocks, across the rocks, across the rocks. And it's actually a pretty neat little walk. I don't know if we're going to do it this time. The one rock has moved significantly. I don't think I'd be able to make it from there to there, so we're definitely not going to be trying it. But there's some video somewhere. I'll have to ask Ryan about it. He took a video of me doing it because, you know, I had to do the original thing and then climb back up this wall. So we just came down from over that hill there, and this is the first beach you see coming into Musha. Looks like they're building some resort, condos, something way up there, but the view is beautiful. Got about 1.25 miles to go until we get to where the chapel is. This is another traditional stopping point on the Camino where people end. And actually the first Camino we did end here. But after spending 5 days at Finisterre and burning our clothes, going to the lighthouse, watching the sunset, all the above, that really felt to me more like the end. So that's why we've been ending there. But this is still a beautiful place. We'll still take you down to the chapel and check it out. And it's actually a little bit up in the distance, probably another 3/4 of a mile. And this is where the movie The Way ended, if you ever saw The Way. When we get there, you'll recognize it. So we've made it. This is the chapel at the end of The Way. Down to, I'll see if we can go inside. And then right down there in the water is where they dumped his son's ashes in the ocean. There's also a legend about one of the rocks down there that I'll tell you about when I go down, so you can check it out. As one would expect, the chapel is closed. We can't get in. We are very precariously holding our phone through a gate. I mean, this is probably the toughest one we've done, but it's a neat place. There's nothing over there. Is there anything over there? Yeah, that's about all you're gonna get. Legend says that St. James, St. Jacques, Santiago, came here to Musha and he was feeling downtrodden because he wasn't getting his message across to the heathens, the pagans. And supposedly the Virgin Mary appeared to him on a boat and said, "You're doing a great job, don't give up." Anyway, her boat came ashore. That rock right there was supposedly the petrified remains of the sail. A little better look at the sail rock, different view of the chapel. I'll give you one final view of Musha. It is a beautiful place, but like I said before, to me, Finisterre is still the end. Tonight, burned up by the ocean, by the sunset. We'll be done. Classic sight here on the way to the lighthouse is this weary pilgrim embracing the wind and weather. Before we make our way down to the water, we'll just give you a quick 270 maybe. Not sure how far we can go before the sun gets in the way, but close to 270. You can look back up at the people and the lighthouse. So we've made it down to the rocks, to the ocean. This is by far the highest the tide's ever been. Right there where that water is, that's usually where we burn stuff and we can sit on that rock, but it's getting smashed right now. So we're up a little higher. Yeah, look at that. No way we're going down there. The waves are crazy. But look at that. So we're gonna build a new fire right over here. This is our new spot. Got the fire going pretty good. I think we're all set. All we have to do now is wait for the sunset. Got about half an hour, and then that's our Camino. Technically, it's 6 minutes to sunset, but we've seen the sun, and we know it's going to set behind these clouds. It's almost gone. It's almost gone. It's almost gone. There it is. There it is. There it is. It's gone.